What is going on, people? It is me, JC, one of the best reactors to YouTube. And welcome to the review of The Beginning After the End, 156. Now, this feels like a tale of two halves for me because the title was One with Nature, and we saw that in the first half. But then the second half, when Arthur in his past and what he did with the man in his legs, and I was like, I don't see how the first part had anything to do with the second part. Now, Arthur's been trying to catch this squirrel for the first couple weeks, and then he's trying to catch the panther for the next couple weeks. And here's the thing. Arthur learned Mirage Walk and Burst Step in order to catch the squirrel. Mirage Walk is him basically erasing his intent and erasing his mana using the ambient mana to erase his whole presence. And then he has Burst Step in order to catch the squirrel when he needs to take it from step 1 to step 2. But these two combinations aren't working when it comes to the panther. The panther is initially, as soon as he lets his intent be known and uses Burst Step to catch the panther's like, nah, bro, I'm fast and I realize what you're doing, so I'm just gonna zip away. So that happens a few times, and now Arthur's looking like, okay, what am I missing? I just can't be out here chasing animals the entire time. I need to start to figure this thing out. And so he watches this falcon swoop down and catch one of the squirrels. And he starts thinking to himself, he's like, hey, it's not the fact that they're hiding their presence so well that they're just catching the squirrel off guard. Even they just kind of know the intention of the squirrel and which direction it's going to run. And so when they swoop down, they're catching it. He saw this done twice. So it seems like he's trying to figure out like, okay, maybe he needs to understand which direction the panther's going to go, or, you know, figure out how, you know, they move and study their movements. But then he goes to his past and starts talking about how, you know, muscles move and how different parts of the bodies moves. And then he starts to imbue mana and just to his legs and thinking like, okay, I learned how to use mana in a specific way and an intentional way. So I'm just going to put mana into my legs, use Mirage Walk and Burst Step. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of Ultra Instinct, right? It's not the fact that your muscles are moving on their own, but the signal from your brain to tell your muscles to move, and that twitch is what's giving his position away, and these panthers able to zip away. So I'm guessing you're just putting mana into your legs, storing it in your legs, and then that initial step that he's worried about kind of makes it move faster and with more power. So instead of the panthers being aware of him when he first initially starts to go, it's so fast that they're just literally like he's at one point and he just teleports right in front of him. The eyes can't even keep up with how fast he's going. Does that make sense? That's what I feel like that they're trying to explain. But the fact of you have the nature part of it, of figuring out where a panther or a squirrel or whatever is going to go and figure out their intention and just cutting them off and being smarter. Then you went to the whole mana side of it. And then it doesn't make any sense. What does it have to do with anything to do with the other? And then at the very end, you have, what is it, a Titan bear out of nowhere? And you're like, okay, you're going to explain the stuff you just did? I guess you're not. You're not going to go in depth into detail like we did on the last chapter. And now you have a Titan bear in front of you. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, maybe if Arthur doesn't use his magic or mana arts, as they call it, then he might have some trouble. But besides that, it's just a bear. I'm not really sure. Is this supposed to be some sort of big danger? Or maybe it is. Maybe this Titan bear is super strong. At the same time, that just adds a third element of one with nature, then using mana in your legs to Titan bears. Like, I feel like it was kind of disjointed as a chapter. Maybe that's just me. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments down below. Thank you for joining me in this video. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.